Purple Door Studios.
See that? 3, 4. You see?
Am I microphone number 1?
You're number 1.
Thank you for giving me microphone number 1.
Sure. You deserve it.
Okay, so we're recording.
In a year from now, I wonder if things will have changed.
Hey, Navid.
Huh.
Do you ever look at the stranger next to you on a plane, at a bar, or in a grocery line and wonder what's their story?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I do too. People watching is fun, but making up wild stories about the guy in the silly hat or that group of friends chatting their way through brunch only gets us so far. Why don't we skip the guessing game and just start asking?
You mean a podcast? Where we talk to people we barely know to uncover their quirks, dreams, and maybe that certain something that makes them tick?
Sure.
Part storytelling, part improv, and definitely a little messy?
Yeah,
Why don't we call it this way or that?
great idea.
I'm Navid Modiri. I came to the US from Iran in 2021, and I learned to speak English by talking to anyone who would listen. Cashiers, bartenders, and of course my neighbors. Small talk, I don't like it. I want the big stuff. The what makes you you kind of conversations. I'm endlessly fascinated by the brain and the mind's infinite potential to create everyday magic.
And I'm Emily Stansbury McLanahan. I was born in Baltimore, and I've lived all over. And I'm endlessly fascinated by my own thoughts and feelings and how they've helped and hindered me over the years. Listening to how others navigate their stories helps me to better make sense of my own. Do you remember how we met?
I do.
Yeah, you guessed it. Navid and I were neighbors. One day we started talking under the biggest maple tree in Maryland, which happens to be right here in the backyard of
Is
the
that
apartment
true?
building. That's what you told me.
Well, someone else told me that he read that on Baltimore Sun.
Yeah, okay. So there we go. That's our story. We're sticking with it. And over the ensuing months and now over 2 years, we kept talking and talking and talking.
Well, mostly I talk.
That's true. Nevertheless, across many topics and many, many hours of conversation, I fixed Navid's English, mostly, and you're welcome. And he somehow talked me into doing this podcast. Did I ever think I'd end up here? Absolutely not.
She's right. She didn't believe it.
Was I paralyzed by fear at the mere idea? 100%.
So annoying.
But I kind of like doing the scary stuff. So I thought about it a lot. I pictured myself with a mic in my hand, and well, here we are. So between my visualization and Navid's incredibly focused imagination, this podcast came to life. We have countless other examples where focusing on the end scene actually worked. And honestly, we're betting that a good dose of imagination can help you create your own magic too.
This is our podcast, your podcast. You can join us each week as we dive into real, relatable stories from ordinary people with extraordinary perspectives. Hard to pronounce. Perspectives. No prep, no script, just authentic moments with people we barely know, where we all figure it out together. So let's get going, embrace the awkwardness, and imagine our way to something amazing.
Think about tomorrow, not about today. Don't think about the things you might have lost along the way. And if every tomorrow can be made to turn out right, in a year we'll all be here, standing in the light.
This Way or That is available wherever you get your podcasts and produced by your hosts, Emily and Navid. Edited by me, Emily, and our theme music is by Mac McLanahan. Thanks, Daddy.